of what's going on in this community. And I think that would just be a very interesting way to approach it as well. That you have the main focus be on the Dagger, but then you have the other stories like the people related to the Dagger, their families, the kids at school that they interact with, the other gangs, and then even the people on Adrena, who some will get involved with the Dagger, some maybe try to join the Dagger, and how will the leadership of the Dagger respond, in kind to all of these different things. I mean, imagine a storyline where some gang members on Earth, they discover the secret, and so the Dagger, they have to think about what do we do? And maybe they'll decide, well, we have to kill all these guys in that gang. And just a whole little, the slaughter takes place, and, what sort of effect will that have on the characters, and what sort of effect will it have on the school and the community? So it's not shying away from this idea of, teenage and high school violence, and it's not exactly embracing it, because that's the thing. It's not going to, make glorious high school violence. It's going to show that this is the effect it has. When you have violence, when you carry out violence with other people, it has a very strong effect. And how are people going to react to that effect? Are they going to embrace it? Are they going to shy away from it? Is it going to stun them? Is it going to shock them? Will it make them shut down? So that's different things that would be explored in the show, and why I think that it would just be interesting. As far as the channel that this TV show could play on, ideally I would think that HBO or Showtime or Cinemax, one of those other cable channels, would go for it. If not, then either FX or Spike TV, or any other channel with real big emphasis on action would go for it. Like a long shot would be G4 TV, but then again, it's the audience, which I'm kind of thinking of, but I think that would be what it would appeal to would be young males, especially with a slant towards video games. So that's my different ideas on what I'm thinking would happen, But ultimately, it's that DVD that I think a lot of people would get a kick out of as well. So that way, you can, watch the different years, and say there's a character that you started liking, and you followed followed what's going on with him. He died. Well, now you can, pick up the DVDs, put in the character name, and just watch from when the guy started as a freshman, all the way through to his senior year, or to the point that guy was killed, or whatever happened to him, and you get his sense, So it's up to it's up to the actors, to create their own character, and the camera's just going to film what's going on. So you're not going to have ridiculous language. It's a language of the people, language of the street. So, and that's what the audience will understand too. So that's my idea for a TV show.